They're back. Remember in the Poltergeist? They're back. We're
Or-
back. I thought that would have been appropriate. Poltergeist. Oh, look, and we have an addition with us.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that. Hello,
Pretty.
friends. We're here to chat about the anniversary of Chris's ghostly, spooky, Halloweeny kind of not really movie. What this title kills me. 3 bed, 2 bath, 1 ghost. And I found some really cool things. Hi, Lillian. Some really cool things that I'm going to share, girls. I found some reviews and I liked their perspective and things that they had to say. I found them to be interesting and we'll have to share with them. Okay. Hi everyone. Probably not as good as yours. I don't know what that means. I think we're all talking to each other. Guess okay, let me show you what I have. I was showing you girls. You know, I do a thing on my Instagram account for teachers, and I always say teachers need hydration and all the pretty things because we do. And so this is one of my collection. This is from Swig Life. Look, it says Boone. It has little ghosties on it.
I
And
love that mug. I think it's cute.
do you know what is so good to do with
I have
these? I keep
mine.
mine in the refrigerator. Oh, you have a cute little one. Hold that up. Hold yours up. That's cute, Christina. Did
I
someone
just
make
have
it?
this one that we use on.
Oh, turn the other way so they could see the other side. They're familiar with that.
Yes.
So I put, because of the metal, I put it and keep it in the refrigerator. And when you go to
Oh,
put, oh my God, it's so cold. And I run out to them.
Yeah.
It's cold all day. And if you have a stainless steel metal like straw, that's good too. But my friend who's an ER doctor said she hates them because people have such terrible injuries with the back of their throat from them, like sometimes
Oh.
fatal. So she said if you are using them, that you should get one that is like bent and one that you can put something like this over it to help protect. If you're going to use it,
oh.
this is stainless
So
steel,
then
this is
why
plastic.
use the metal one? Why not just get a full plastic one?
I'll tell you why. Because in the metal one, it keeps it even colder when you
Yeah,
go to.
it does. Yeah,
So
I
if you
have
really
one like that.
it's good to have the little piece on top, but this one's plastic. Just giving you some public service announcement stuff, okay? I'm just saying. And
Well, thank
look
you.
at this Ghosty, he's back. Now, if you're a Hallmark Plus person, I said this the other night, they have a mug very similar to this. This is from last year. And I think it's your gift that you can get. Or if they're offering it at Hallmark store. I think anybody can get it, but I think I might be going the wrong advertisement.
They have them at Walmart and Dollar Tree or Dollar General.
They do, but you get a free item every month with Hallmark.
Mm.
And I think this happens to be what it is. But anyway, I made, but it's almost gone if anybody cares. White chocolate is so sweet, but this is not. It's got a little bit of white chocolate and coconut milk in it. And it's like a white chocolate cocoa with my marshmallows.
The white
I have
chocolate
my-
is probably why my grandson likes it better than the dark chocolate.
I have my ghost behind me.
Sweeter.
Can you see my ghosts?
Yes, they're so cute.
Mm.
We went all ghostly out last year, remember? And we had our little flapper things on like you do.
Uh-huh.
All right. Does anybody have any outfits on or any? They have the little ghostly mugs? Let us know. So, girls, who wants to start? Who wants to start first? Do you want to? Do you want to talk? Let's talk about what we really loved about it, and then everyone else can comment too. So, if we could first start with just like one thing that was our absolute favorite, and then we'll talk about everything else. Like, if you can narrow it down to the one thing that was your absolute favorite with this movie, what would it be? I know what I would. I would want to say that I loved how everything that was supposed to look like from that era did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like when they had the costumes, they did the hair, they did the lingo, they did the papers, the artifacts, the house itself. They did. I loved the movie, but I liked that. Like that really stood out to me. What about you girls? And anyone else that's here? Like, just give me one thing that you absolutely love. And I don't mean you. I'm talking about our friends that are out there. Hi, Martha and Rona and Arlene.
Oh,
Hold
my
on.
hair messed up.
Arlene, do you want? You forgot to give me your address, Arlene. You won the prize the other night, and Arlene, you also have to tell me if you want it to be Christmas or Hanukkah. All right, go ahead, girls.
I I don't know. I guess I'm a wood person, and I
Uh-huh.
just liked the wood decor in the
Mhm.
house.
Yeah.
Everything was wood.
Mhm.
And then on the outside you could see that it was very um enticing to that kind of decor throughout the
Mhm.
rest of the house.
Yeah,
As
very
well as
antique-ish.
I liked the idea that they ended up having um Charlie's flower that he dumped in the
I know.
flower
Yeah,
garden grow into a tree, and it was reborn. I thought
yeah,
that
that was so sweet.
Was cute. And then do you remember when Elliot says to her, it's dying, have some like an arbor come out? Is that an arborer? Is that how you say it? How do you say that? They
arborist.
come out and look at the tree. And when she was talking to her, she was like, it's the cycle of life. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just old and it's dying. And I thought,
Yeah,
oh,
Mhm.
I didn't
and
like it. I didn't like that. Go ahead, Christina. What's your favorite?
I really, really liked the friendship with
Yes.
Anna and Ruby. I thought that was just it. It was so unique, and
Mhm.
it was so cool how they just bonded and their friendship. I loved it, and I like the dancing, the flapper dancing part. I love that.
Costumes, dancing. See that
Yes,
old
the costumes were outstanding.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Every
it was.
time you saw Ruby, in a different scene, she had a different dress on or
it was
different
Yeah,
outfit.
beautiful. Her clothes. I had to remember when I talked to the customer and I was like, oh my God, it's gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And we learned such cool things. Like I remember she said they had to put these paddings on the tips of or the bottoms of the shoes when they were
yes,
into not
yes,
floors. They
Mhm.
said that about the Biltmore too when they were in the Biltmore. These are
Yep.
what our friends here are loving the most. Lillian says they loved when Anna coaxed Ruby out of the house and took her to town. That was cute.
mm, yes,
And Avis, I love that Ruby and Anna both have so much in common. Yes, Avis, they really did. They both had that whole,
yeah,
their fathers dominated them and hurt their relationship, thinking that the person that they were in love with wasn't good enough for them. They lost
yeah,
the love and their fathers did not approve and they had to fight for what they wanted. And finally, they both got their true loves.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the whole storyline. I
Yeah.
just loved all of it. It was just really.
Arlene says, I have my Walmart ghost mug full of tea with honey, and I'll send you my address tonight. I broke
Oh,
my tooth this morning dropping a log on it. It spent the morning in the ER. Arlene,
what?
oh, I'm healing kisses for you, Arlene.
Oh,
Jean says, Chris, you would love my house then because my house is all wood inside, hardwood floors and ceiling. Wow, and ceiling too, like a barn.
ooh.
All right,
Whose house is that?
that's Jean's.
Ooh, jeans.
So before we move ahead, I wanted to because it kind of segues into this. When you were talking about the friendship, I wanted to see the perspective of other people, because sometimes our perspectives can be tainted, especially when you're so in love with an actor, right? And I don't mean just Chris. Like I love Julie. I've loved Julie before I even knew Chris existed, right?
Yes,
So, um, I was looking around reading other things, and don't forget this was one of their top viewed. I mean, it had three point something million. You know what I mean? It
Yep.
was big
yeah,
for
Wasn't
Hallmark.
it one of Hallmark's top movies in the
Yes,
I don't know how
yes.
long or what time
Yep,
period?
yeah.
very much so. And anyway, I was looking around and there's someone called the Decider, and it was should you stream it or not? In the end, and they give a recap, and the person said, yeah, I don't know if it was a male or female who this was. I felt like it had the vibe of a female that you absolutely should stream it, they said. But one of the things that they pointed out that they love so much is that it was unique. It was not they're someone who watches Hallmark. And they said what was so unique about it is that it's about the two leads are really the two females. And all three were leads, but the two females that in their friendship and what they go through, and they were parallel, and that's what you were saying. And
Yeah.
then, of course, then there's Elliot, and of course, there's got to be romance, but he is a lead, but more like a secondary character to those two, and I'm thinking that's true. And I thought that was interesting, right? And they liked that. They, of course, they said they loved Chris, loved his performance, said it was everything was believable. And the one thing that the decider didn't like was the title. Like, really? 3 bed, 2 bath, 1 ghost. Like, they couldn't come up with something better.
I don't know.
That's the
I
way it's
seriously would have thought
advertised
that
for a
they would have come up
realtor.
with something else.
I know. What did you say, Chris? What
That's the
happened?
way it's advertised for a realtor
I know.
Mm,
And
in
that
their
makes sense.
description.
Now, another, and I'm not going to get all the way into it so we could talk about other things, but another reviewer did not like the movie, trashed the movie in many ways. It's called The Avocado. But the one thing that they said, and I thought this was interesting, that really for a mansion, you would say 3 bed, 2 bath, 1 ghost, like 3 bed, 2 bath in a mansion.
I know.
More
Yeah,
than
that's true.
Yeah. But a lot of people were saying that they didn't like Madeline. And I'm like, I don't understand. I loved her.
I am.
I thought she was the perfect ghost. I'm like,
Yeah.
I loved her. Her acting was just spot on. Yeah, I've seen a couple
She
reviews.
fit
People
that
were
time period.
commenting saying that they
Fit the
didn't like her,
20s.
and I thought she fit the part perfect.
That's because she fit the time period. She looked the time
That's
like the
Yeah,
what
time period.
these are not these are not people that are on the home like us that watch it. These are actual reviewers that are removed. They're not on the fan pages who said these things. And both of them, both, even the one that didn't like the movie at all, and I'll get into that in a minute why they didn't. Both said that Madeline as a ghost was believable, and she looked the part from her eyes and her hair
Mhm.
and the way she talked and she moved. They liked it, and I could get
yeah,
why sometimes, because we are, the Hallmark niche, people get upset when it has something to do with something different. And they also get stuck in their ways and they get upset with something that's like paranormal because they don't want that. So I think that might, but these two people that were doing the review are outside of that world.
yeah.
I wanted to just share what other people were saying. Let's see. This is Jean. Jean's going to send pictures. Martha, yes. The mansion was really beautiful. As you know, we were lucky to see it in person. Yes. And I'm glad you went, Martha, because if I were there, I would have wanted to go because it was, if other movies were filmed there too, it looks gorgeous.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
nice. Yeah. Arlene saying
yeah.
she loved this scene with Anna, kept talking to Ruby's porch or taking it down, and Ruby put it back up. That was something a ghost would really feel protective about. And Ava says, I love them showing the Victrola playing in the Charleston and the original Are You Lonesome Tonight with Elvis
Yes.
Presley had a hit with. Yes, yes, and yes. I know, I know, I know. And
Yeah, I
Lillian,
did
you're
too.
right. She did. She really did steal the show in this movie. And that can
Yeah.
happen. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And she is a very good actress. She's
And I
actually
also love the fact that Chris and Julie being a couple already
mm-hmm,
doing a film together.
mm-hmm.
I thought that was really, I loved it. I love the fact that they were.
No, both reviewers, of course, the one with the decider, loved the acting, thought it was authentic, had wonderful things to say, thought there were big laughs, all of that. The person that called the avocado, it had nothing to do with the acting. They didn't say anything negative about the acting. It was more about the storyline and certain things that were left out, like um the one thing they thought was weird was they forgot to mention, and maybe it was cut out of the movie, that Anna, who Julie played, was driving around in an antique car, and they never addressed the antique car. They
True.
thought that was a little weird, no big deal. And also,
Yeah.
they thought that Anna deserved better for a love interest, and they didn't care that much for how they wrote Elliot because they saw him as passive aggressive. Now, again,
Mm,
they said that the actor delivered his lines and the way he behaved, there was a sweetness and a kindness about him. However, if you listen to the dialogue and how they made him, he was mad at her, and he was verbally abusing her. Now watch, after they said, they had to go back. So when they first meet up, right, and they first see each other, it's their version of a meet cute, and that's because they already know each other, which I love. When she sees him there, she says, you can, he compliments her backhandedly and then says this, you can succeed at anything you put your mind to. And then he pauses, except us, of course.
Yeah, I
You
remember that.
know?
Yeah.
Yep. And then right after that, she drew him something and he sees it. He goes, oh, yeah. She goes, do you want that? And he goes, you drew it for me. And besides, if I decide I don't want it, I can always
Burn
use
it.
it for kindling. Remember, I said that the other day. And he
Yes.
laughed, a little chuckle. But he delivers it in such a sweet way. But when you think about it, the writer he was punishing her because she broke up, and he blamed it on her because she couldn't stand up to her father. And so that is kind of passive aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Chris is so cute in the way that, I don't know, he was with her. You know what I mean? That we kind of I don't know, I overlooked it, right?
Yeah.
I did, but I thought that was so interesting. A different kind of perspective on it. And
Maybe with those kind of jibes, or whatever you want to call them, the
uh-huh.
digs that he was doing to her, he was doing it on purpose in order
Yeah.
to get her attention again, and because he knew her and he knew
Mhm.
he could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was thinking the same
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
I didn't really see it that way as this person did, but it was interesting.
Yeah. I
Okay,
will say, last night I watched a movie on Netflix, and it's kind of similar to this, and
mhm.
it's called
You were telling
Girl
us.
Girl Haunts Boy. It's
Mhm.
on Netflix, and it's a really, really cute movie, and it's kind of got the same, scenario where the ghost can't leave the house and this and that, and she's trying to connect with the boy, and talk to him and things like that. So it's you got to see it. If you love this movie, you got to see that.
Okay. Ava says, but back in the 1920s, a home built with 2 indoor bathrooms and 2 big rooms with a huge foyer, parlor, living room, and big kitchen was considered a mansion. Mm. I have too many in my town mansions that were built in, a lot of them were built in the late 1800s, and they have indoor plumbing and I mean, they're part of the historical society on the main street of our town, and they've got like 5, 6 bedrooms because
Yeah,
when people
we've
came
got
to,
mansions over here,
yeah, they stayed. Yeah,
and
and
they've got
yeah,
lots of bedrooms.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
grew up in a big house, had
Uh-huh.
2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and actually originally 2 kitchens, and
Yeah, 2
dining
kitchens.
room, living room, big hallway and stuff. I grew up, the house actually is going to be 200 years old in another year and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And yes, I think you're correct, Arlene. I believe Madeline Arthur has a Hallmark Christmas movie too. She does. You are
Mhm.
right. Martha says, when we drove up, oh, wait a minute, we drove up driveway and lady came out and we talked to her and she let us get out and take pictures, but an elderly lady owns it and we think we talked to her daughter. Okay.
Ah,
It says, Jean says,
interesting.
I love the friendship too with Anna and Ruby. Anna really cared and wanted Ruby to be her, find her way back to Charlie. She
Yeah.
didn't want the house to be torn down. I know, and that's cute. And I remember I said the other night, Charlie didn't really have many words that he had to
uh,
say.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He had a very small part.
Yeah, yeah,
Thomas
yes.
Daria.
The vintage Mustang. Yes, that's the thing. I mean, they didn't even address the cars, but maybe it got cut. That's what the reviewers were saying. And that's okay. Just again, that was my favorite part. Like the cars were true and the clothing and the house itself. I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah, it
thought,
looked very authentic.
yeah. It was great. And I loved how it opened that way with her and her little dress and them all dancing. That just to me was so cool. It's
Yeah.
a good movie. It really is a good movie. And it's a really believable story too, because how many people like wind up where if your family doesn't approve of who you're dating or falling in love with, it kind of like ruins
Yeah,
your
it affects you.
relationship more often than not, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that happened to you.
it happens a lot of times.
I know that's hard. That's really hard. It's okay. All right. So where are we going? Were we going to go to do some
We're going to
trivia?
do some trivia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do the first one here.
Um,
What is the name of the real estate company?
I don't even know. Oh, who knows? Because I don't.
I do.
Oh, Avis, while we're waiting for someone to answer, Ava says, I like that Elliot did feel a presence or something in the house. He did.
Uh-huh.
Because it was
Yeah.
his relative and he was like open to it. Because Elliot, even though someone was pointing out about the passive aggressive dialogue or lines, Elliot was a good, sensitive man and he was rooted in the past. He wanted to save pieces of furniture and restore things that, part of the historical society. So it was cool. This was their last name, but was that the name of the real estate agency, the Vasquez's? Oh, it was. I knew that then.
Vasquez Real Estate.
Yeah.
I even have a phone number for it.
You do. Wait. Avis is taking a shot in the dark and says real estate realtors. No, Avis.
Okay, Christina, your turn.
All right. Let's see. How many scenes is Elliot in with Ruby? How many scenes is
Was
Elliot and Ruby in together?
More than you think, actually.
Yes, because I'm thinking 6. I'm thinking.
Mm-mm.
Lillian saying 6. Curry says 5. We got Martha who says 3, and they're all just guessing. But I was
Yeah.
trying to go through the storyline. Like when they're walking down the street, right? Counting that as a scene when they're
Mhm.
dancing
Mhm.
and then is the dancing scene different than the dinner scene, or is that all the same scene?
That's all the same.
Okay. And then the one where at the end, there's the one at the end when he kind of
I
feels
could
her.
list them all here if you want me to.
Oh no, I believe you. It's just most people are saying 5, 6. What is the answer?
9.
Nine.
Wow.
So I said it's more than you
Nine.
think.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? That's true because he comes to help look at the mantle and she's there. Okay. So Avis now puts 9.
All right, Avis.
All right.
I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
Let's see. Oh, this one's for you, Roxanne. What's
Yes.
the name of the landscaping company?
I don't remember. What?
Pining Landscaping Services.
Yeah. Tiny.
I love it. I love
I
it.
know.
Oh.
Okay, another one. What is the name of the coffee shop?
Higher grounds. No.
Cute. And what beverage did Elliot order for Anna?
Doesn't he make her hot apple cider when she comes to visit because she has packets of it or something?
She made him that, yeah, at
Yeah,
the
and
mansion.
yeah. The blending pot, Ava says. The brewing
No,
pot,
the
says Jennifer.
brewing pot.
Okay, the brewing pot. That's a
Yeah.
cute name.
And what was the name of the beverage, or what beverage did Elliot order for Anna?
He ordered for her and
Had
like
it ready when she got there, or
right.
delivered or whatever.
I love when they do that because that lets the audience know that they know each other, kind of thing.
Right.
A latte, a pumpkin spice with whipped cream.
With extra whip.
Extra.
Oh, and I got a
Pumpkin
question.
spice with extra whip. That's what it was.
Yes.
You want me
Go
to do the last question?
Yeah,
ahead.
you can do one.
Yeah.
How did Ruby stop Elliot at the end? How did Ruby stop Elliot
From going.
From leaving the house. Yep.
from leaving the house at the end? How did she
Leave.
get his attention?
Here it is. Broke a vase. And
Mhm.
Yes.
David said it first, and then Lillian, they were like up together at the same time. Broke a vase. Jane says, broke a vase.
Yeah.
And he turned
Okay.
around and he looked.
What kind? We already sort of talked about it, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, right at the beginning. What kind of flower / tree was it that Charlie
Ugh.
gave to Ruby?
Yes.
And it had a special name. It had a special
Mm-hmm.
name.
It did.
Yep.
And I think when Charlie threw it on the ground, you could almost tell that it was plastic.
You know, I thought it was
Or the silk flower or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was sort of almost like paper, those paper wooden flowers.
Yeah.
Mary says tea rose. It wasn't a tea rose. It was this, isn't
No.
it? A
No.
Camilla tree.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what did Elliot win for Anna at the
Oh yeah.
fair?
Oh, yeah.
Something that she'd always wanted.
So cute. I remember in the promos, they had a picture of them where they're holding it and he kind of is with her like at like face to face. Yeah. Jennifer said a panda, a stuffed
And the
panda.
bear. Yep.
And the only reason why he really won is because, oh, that's another scene she was with him in.
Mhm.
Ruby was putting her hand out and catching it for him. So
Yep.
he,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Does Elliot ever see Uncle Charlie and Ruby?
Does he? Does he? And that's when he realizes, yeah, yes, Ava said, yes, yes, yes. At the very end, he gets to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And to sort of go along with that, what is Elliot's relative's name and how is he related to him?
Yes. Oh yes. That's a good one.
He went on. Do you talk about what he went on to become? Because at the time he
Yep.
was just a
Yep,
chauffeur.
I got that in the same question.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
He
why-
waved. Yes, at the end they're saying. Very good. Yes, you're correct, Martha. So what is it? What's the name and how they're related?
Fletcher Building. No. No, his name. Are you asking me?
No, no, no. I was repeating what you said. And Jean said it was Uncle Charlie.
Yes.
Yeah. What's his last name?
Great uncle. He became a teacher and hero. Charlie
War
Ward.
hero. Charlie Ward. He was his great uncle, and he was a chauffeur, teacher, and a war hero.
Yes.
Ward. They're telling you Ward. And Arlene's saying that yes, that he saw them and they were walking hand in hand into the light together.
Yep. And they disappear.
Yep. Yeah.
Does anybody know when the film was actually filmed?
The dates.
The dates?
There was something that was said that made me think that it was filmed like a year before I thought it was.
Yeah, they were having a hard time bringing the movie out.
I know, but I forget. June of 2023? No. No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Lillian's like, seriously? You making fun of us that we're asking you? I don't know. It was like later. It was later than I mean, I didn't realize it took so long for it to come out. That's what I'm trying to get out
Yeah.
of me. Wait a minute. And I don't remember, they made a reference to something in the movie, and I was like, what? That's how I thought they filmed that earlier. Yeah. Anyone? No one's knowing. June 22nd, June 2022.
Yeah, it
Who
was June.
DB cheating?
It was June. It was June 12th to June 30th of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. It was a good movie. And
So what, to begin with, did what broke Elliot and Anna up?
yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of talked about it already. We kind of said why.
Yeah, we did.
Definitely
Was
covered
anyone
it.
paying attention though?
I
Was
know.
anyone?
Like my students, page 2 and 3. It's written on the board. You're going to do 2 and 3. Mr. Renzis, what page? 2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. 2 and 3. Repeat that. Oh, I don't know. What page? 2 and 3. And you keep going. I'm like, oh my God. The father, the daddy. The daddy broke them up.
No, not really.
No.
Her father wanted him to work for him, but Elliot didn't.
Mm-mm.
No.
Father wanted the daughter to work for him, but she didn't want to. And then they're saying Daddy Vasquez. He was the problem.
I think he was more of a problem afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their business failed.
Mm-hmm. Why though? Did it fail?
Yeah. Why?
Why? Why did it fail? Elliot didn't go to college. That's why the dad didn't like it. He even said that he didn't go to college, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not why the business failed. She's just answering, after the fact. Why did the business fail? You know what? No one's answering because here's what they were saying. When Elliot was on screen, they were just looking at Elliot, okay? The words were coming out of his mouth, but they weren't paying attention to those
Yeah.
words.
There you go. There you go.
He could just show up on the screen and say nothing, like Charlie.
Yes.
Elliot didn't go to college. I know they weren't communicating. That's true. They said that about
Mm-hmm.
them, but is that why their business failed? From lack of communication?
Sorta.
So, yeah, semi, but not.
Not totally.
Yes, after watching the 30th time, that's all that Avis cares about. Because might be old, but she's not dead. Okay, she always says. That's
Yeah. That's it.
fine. Avis, if we are ever in a public place and you see me, all you have to say is, "I might be old, but I'm not dead," and I'm going to say, "Avis is you."
Avis, we know who you are.
Then she's like, "That's right." What is
Yes.
it? Tell us, Chris. What's the answer?
Yes. What's the answer, Chris?
It is because of their home reno differences. He always wanted something different than what she wanted,
Yeah.
and the communication might have
The
been
communication clashed.
right.
They had different views about I don't know if it was decorating as to, but then I felt like in the end she kind of went more towards his way. Like
Okay.
he was all about restoring and
Mm-hmm.
restoration and I think she kind of went that way too in the end,
I think it's because of the mansion, the house that she got.
Mhm,
She saw
mhm.
what could be done with something like that,
Yes.
and she saw that it could be,
Creative and
restored.
imaginative. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And then I loved what Eddie said the other night when he thought, and this is true, when she's supposed to be cleaning the house and she comes with this little bucket and this one little mop and it's this big giant house.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know.
I would have hired a cleaning service and charged
Exactly.
it
That,
to
yes.
the company.
And the other
That
thing
big of a house.
in all movies, not this one, but in all movies when they have like a baking or cooking or whatever, and the kitchen is just, they're just got so much energy and they whip up the meal and they eat the
Yeah,
meal and they bake and make all these big elaborate things. Who's cleaning up that? Okay. Who
I
is
know.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anna would walk away without reaching the goals. That's true. She kind of
Mhm.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
gonna give up. I want to know how she got the feathers up off the Yes, they never
Yeah,
did
that would
address
have been
that.
one big
That's a good
mess.
question.
That would have
And she
taken you
said,
forever to clean up.
that's a good line, Jean. They had a lot of good lines in here, and that was another thing that was complimentary on the sites that I was watching
Yeah.
or reading about this. And she said, "Let's restore us, Elliot." You are correct. I love that. And yes, it is a
Yeah.
question, Martha.
Yes, I did too. I love that part.
Someone else said another quote that they liked, or one of the lines is when Ruby was trying to convince Anna of something, and she said something like, I'm as unsinkable as the stock market. And then Anna's sort of like, yeah, you're not making a good case for yourself there, you know? Like she didn't, she's like, what? Because she didn't realize, what went down. I think, Lillian, if you're still here and you're not watching your game, that I've got a notification that your prize from last night was delivered and it is out on your doorstep. Yes. It showed me a picture, and I think it's you. If it's not you, I think it's Avis, but I'm pretty sure it's you. Yes. I'm
Go
gonna
get your prize.
yes. It's something that yes, it was delivered on your doorstep. Let me show you. No, you can't see your house number or anything, so don't worry about. I won't be giving away your secrets. But there it is on your doorstep, Lillian. Waiting in a box for you. It is fragile.
That's
All
the
right,
big
let me
thing.
just see what
Fragile.
she said. This is just a question. Okay, Avis. Does anyone know how Julie got the scar between her eyes in accident? Julie has had that since she was a very young girl, so I do not know, but it must listen, this is how long ago I've loved her. My mom was still alive and we would watch different movies and she was in quite a few of them. And I remember my mom saying, and this is true, the scar must be so deep that we can still see it on the camera. It's not like they can cover it
Yeah.
up face putty unless she doesn't want them to. Maybe she doesn't want them to, but
We all know that she
yeah.
has it now. So what's the
Yeah.
difference?
I forget like it's there sometimes. Yeah.
If you
I think
Google it, it's,
it was mentioned one time that it happened when she lived in, where'd she come from? Argentina or Brazil?
yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
But
But
it happened, like
it's
you said, when she was little.
it's if you Google it, it does tell you. I did Google it one time and I can't remember now. It was so long ago.
She actually
But
says that. Oh no, that's not true. Okay, wrong thing. I don't know. A childhood accident above the
Mhm.
bridge of her nose. Speaks fluent
yes.
Spanish. Yeah, yeah. Now, one of the things that stands out for me is when it first came on the series, I was a very big Dallas fan. So when they did the reboot, like the continuation with the kids, I loved it. I was so angry that it just ended with an explosion and you don't know if anybody lived or died in the car, but
Right.
that's
Yeah.
but she's Digger Barnes's daughter. Yes. And we don't realize that until afterwards. And she marries one of the sons. She marries JR's son, right? Who's a doll. And let me tell you, this is back in the day on TV.
Yeah.
They okay, so he was cheating on her. And they show them with the
It-
3, and
yes.
you know what I'm talking about, Christina? So
Yes,
if
I
you
do. Yes.
watch that
I was
and
really,
you
really shocked that they
uh-huh.
went that far. I know, but on
Um,
television.
yes, and I'm fine with it, but if you are someone who doesn't like things like that, please don't try to watch it,
Well,
okay?
No,
that's
I
Dallas
know.
for you, though.
Yeah.
Yes, you were right. Yes, Jennifer, they were steamy. Yes, they were.
Oh, yes. Very steamy.
Yeah,
I watched a couple episodes, but that was about all.
yeah.
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 There was some steamy parts.
Steamy. Yeah, but they all moved on. And what's funny is two of those was no, all the three of those actors, maybe well, no more, 4, 5,
Or
many of them. Now I'm thinking it's growing more and more, wound up being Hallmark actors. Even
yeah.
okay, so of course there's Jesse Metcalf. He went on to be like a star for Hallmark, along with Julie Gonzalo, but also who played. Oh, even he had some movies too. The one who played her husband, who played Jr. Jr., and
Yeah.
then I forgot what the actor's name is. I love Julian Christmas with the Cranks. So did I, Avis. And then
Oh, yes.
actor, who's the actor that my mom loved him? He was one of her favorites when he was Aquaman. Who played Bobby? What's the actor's name? Because he's been in a couple different
Mm.
movies. I can't think of the actor's name. Help us out here, Lillian. You got it and you love it. Thank you, Lillian. I was thinking after you shared with me, all your adventures this month and what's going to be going on with you and all that. I thought you might need that. Okay, when you can have like. You got a cocktail glass. It's a Christmas one.
Oh,
Patrick Coffee, thank you. And Julie was in Freaky Friday. I forgot about
yes,
that.
yes, that's right. She was.
So Patrick Duffy went on to be in Hallmark, as well as the female, his second wife. What's her name? I forget what that actress's name is. She's been in quite a few of Hallmark movies. So geez, they all hopped from the Dallas reboot to Hallmark.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a change.
Well, it is. It is. You know what? They should put them all in a movie together. They should put Jesse Metcalf and the other. Oh, that would be great. I would love it. I know they're all going to.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
I know. I love Jesse Metcalf. One of my
I
favorite.
do too. I do too. I like him too.
He should be in a movie with Chris. I think they'd be fun together,
Oh, yeah,
right? They would be good together. They would be good together. Yeah. They could be, I don't know,
Brothers.
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 Like Jesse likes to solve mysteries, right? From the other mystery channel, and he's in Tip Line. Maybe they could, be working together on something. Ooh, I
Yeah,
like it. Yes. And Julie, she could come on. She could be like maybe something, wicked and bad, because we already got Holland,
yes,
that would be cute. That'd be cute stuff. All righty. What else do we want to cover? Are we good?
yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Next month.
Next. Yes, JR's wife played in a couple of Hallmark movies. From not the reboot, you mean the yes, she did. You know what? Linda Gray? Linda Gray, his
Yeah.
first wife? Yeah.
Linda Gray. Yes, I love her.
Yeah, I was talking about was Linda Gray in the reboot of Dallas? I don't know if she was.
I don't think
Next
so.
month is at the end of the month. We were going to do it on Thanksgiving, but we thought, hey,
But we changed that.
yeah, American Thanksgiving. We're gonna do what is it, John
John
Applejack?
Applejack. John Applejack on the 21st of November. It's a
Mhm.
Thursday. Yes.
So, before she ran for governor, she did on the reboot. Kind of sounds familiar. I think I remember that. Okay, thank you, Jennifer.
Well, maybe, yeah.
John Applejack, which is a
John
unique,
Applejack.
very, very different movie. I don't know how many people saw it. Do we know where we can get it? Do you know where it is? Like how we can watch it? I forget. I think I got
Uh,
I don't remember where I
on
watched it. It was several
I
YouTube.
think,
years ago.
yeah, I can't either. It was years ago. I'll have to look and see where I'm sure it's on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And and anything like, so we got Chris's movie coming up, and we're doing something fun every day. I'm gonna go make my snowman, like I told you, and post some pictures. And Christina and Chris and we all came up with some goodies, and then I found it on YouTube. Thank you, Jennifer. And it's gonna be a good one, isn't it? I can't wait to be
I'm
tweeting.
excited to watch it.
We're
I am
gonna
too.
It's gonna be cute because listen to me, they already have chemistry from the clip. So that's gonna be fun.
It looks so cute.
I know. And I do have the frosted cocktail. Frosty cocktail. And I hope that everything is okay and we eventually get to have what Daniela on. And
Danielle, yeah.
I like, and this is what Kathy and I did last year. Once the movie premiered, then we asked we had the directors and costumers and things like that on, because then they could talk about it freely, and they gave us all the ins and outs, and we could look at it with the fresh eyes. I loved when we did it for the Biltmore, because then I went back, which I love that movie. I went back and watched it again and looked for different things. And
I've watched it several times.
so is Deb Johnston. She watches it all the time too. It's so beautiful. And then and that had a little bit of a like a Christmassy suspense kind of, magical kind of thing to it, because we were able to go back in time. And
Yeah.
I don't mind that if Danielle comes later or the people come later,
Oh
because then
yeah.
it makes people want to see always repeats it too. And they'll be like, you know what, I was going to pass on that one, but I think I'll watch it when it comes on next Tuesday, or whatever. Also on Amazon. Oh, Christmas hoodie. Martha, are you interested in a Christmas hoodie? Let me say something though. I'm glad you're bringing,
Me too.
but I have to say something about that. They were saying to me, the designer sent it to me, that to get that full hashtag, and she doesn't even understand the significance behind the hashtag, to get the full hashtag makes it really small print. And she
Oh,
had a different idea. Let me see if I can show you. And I don't know if we're okay with this. So this is why I didn't jump ahead and show anybody. If you can give me 1 minute, I will show you what she was telling me. We wanted to do it in red, and she was thinking of doing it Mary McNally instead of Mary McNally Christmas. And
oh,
it fits. I don't know if we're okay with that, but I have to tell you, I liked Mary McNally, and maybe it could be one of our hashtags when we do it next time. I think
yeah.
that would be cool. I don't know, but she has 3 different fonts, and she even has a little cocktail. Can you see them?
Oh, I
Mhm.
like the top one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just going to say
So
that. I like that top one.
are we okay though with the Christmas part not being on it? So it says Mary, and we can't use Christmas Crashers, but we can use Mary McNally. They
Um,
also,
I think Mary McNally's fine. Yeah.
you want to wear it for Kansas. Okay. Oh, Martha. Yes. And then you could tell Chris about, well, I think he kind of knows already anyway. The Biltmore Village before you get to the mansion was so messed up, but the mansion itself was fine. Yes, I know, Avis. I heard that devastating news.
Well,
Remember?
I saw that there's a big entrance gate. It's a stone entrance gate that you go through to pay and everything there, and
Uh-huh.
or you
Mm.
can or whatever. I don't know
Right.
why you go through it, but
Wish I was
it
going to
showed a
Kansas.
water line. Showed a water line that was
I know. I want to go to
flooding.
Kansas. I'm
I'm
never
sorry.
going to meet him. I'm
Wait a minute.
never, ever
Hold on.
probably going to ever meet him.
Who's talking? We cut her off. Tell me, Chris, it's a brick building, and what happened? The water.
The entrance gate of Biltmore,
Uh-huh.
it showed a water line as to where the flooding was.
Oh,
Mm,
It was like about 2/3 of the way up almost.
I know. That's
oh.
the village, the big gates. That's what
Mhm.
Avis is saying. Yeah. Okay, so Kansas. Yeah, that's nice. Kansas is nice. Do you know that they are doing a tour? They're going to be right. I didn't even know this. Right now, there's a group of them. If you're on, Paul Green had it on. They're making a tour for the countdown to Christmas. They got them dancing and singing. They were just in Washington, D.C., all of the actors and whatnot. Now they're over in Philadelphia going to the Children's Hospital. It's all over social media, doing their little tour, running around, singing and dancing on the stages. I didn't know a thing about it. Did you?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. I know it was like I saw Tyler Hines and Kim Susted and like a whole group. Anyway, the color of the shirt is red. If I know I'm jumping back and forth. And it's red like this. It's not saying Murray, but it's a red shirt like this,
Oh,
which is nice. It's a red sweatshirt, and then the font like up here. Are we, Martha? Do you think it's good that we have Mary McNally? I love that, because
I
that
like
looks
it too.
cool. All right, we're
And we
ready.
can use that hashtag maybe Saturday.
Yes, yes. Oh, so there's an official hashtag, and it's something
Yeah.
like Nikki. What's it called? Making said it, making scenes, making all your Christmas scenes come true. Something long and weird. And we don't want to have too many hashtags, but I guess Holiday Crashers, their official tag, and then we could do Mary McNally this time.
Yes. Yeah,
All
that's a
right.
good idea. I
Okay.
like
All
it.
right. Thank you, Martha and peeps. All right, so I'll post something on the Facebook page. Also, one more thing about it. The sweatshirts, so someone else I know makes them and they're cheaper, but here's the thing about that. Her sweatshirts don't run true to size and they've got a polyester in them. Where these are that Gideon, so they're 100% and they're more
Those are good. Those are true
yes,
size.
Yes. Yeah, they
that's
are good quality.
so that's why it's a little more expensive. So I was
Yeah,
just yeah, no
that's
cheap,
good quality.
no cheap. Martha's like no cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, I entered the contest for the DC one and didn't win. Arlene, I didn't know there was a contest. Okay, good. Jennifer saying those are the best. All right. I just wanted
I
to
didn't know there was a contest either.
Neither did I.
well, where am I? Like I'm hallmarked up
Where
to
did she
up to
hear all this?
do you know
I
what?
know that the Kansas they did do like one day. You can do one day. It's a cheaper,
Mhm.
and I still can't go.
But here's the thing about that. But there's something about that. Whether you drive, because my family's like, we'll go. What do you want to do? My best friend's like, you want to ride on the bus because I can't fly physically because of my ears. You want to ride on a bus? We'll take a bus. Let's map it out. It'll be an adventure. You have time. We'll take off of work. We'll do this, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you could get stuck in a snowstorm. It's blizzard time out there. And I'm thinking, and it's
Well,
so
here it is too.
yes, and it's too close. Not in Jersey, it's
Yeah,
not. It's too close to a holiday. And I'm
yeah.
like, I can't. It's just not, I can't. Maybe one day, but I just can't. I saw one on Heavy on Hallmark contest. Okay. Heavy on Hallmark always got something good going on.
Huh.
Okay. All right, friends. Anything else you want to say? I'll zip my lips. No.
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 I think we
All right.
covered it all.
We got a lot going on. All right, everyone. Oh my gosh, we almost won an hour. Thank you.
I
Thank
know.
you.
It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't do no crafting like yours, but
Eddie, it's his dream. That's what he wanted to do. I'm like, Ed, my gosh, the things he wanted to make and do. I said, I don't have Martha Stewart's kitchen. We're just trying this one time first to see how it goes. So it was fun. It went fine. So we have other Christmas ones coming up our way. So it'll be a good time.
oh, exciting.
Yes, it will be ridiculous. I said to him, Ed, you could be in your kitchen and I could be in mine and we could have the same cameras that all work. Absolutely not. I'm like, all righty.
I want to tell you guys a ghost story.
Oh, before we go?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Tell us.
Okay. So, my dad it's almost a year that my dad has passed. And we swear that the house is haunted by him.
Mhm.
My daughter has this refrigerator in her room, and it's a touch screen where like you can touch it and a light comes on the front of it. And she woke me up 1 o'clock in the morning and she's like, Mom. I'm like, what? She's like, this light just kept coming on. Like, she's on the computer and she says, the light just popped on. She said, I shut it off. Light just popped on. She shut it off. She goes, it was doing that for like, I don't know, like 4 times. Then, like, the thing with my dad was when we would come home from somewhere,
Mhm.
my dad he stayed upstairs in his room. We would flash the lights, in the hallway and let him know, hey, we're home. So now he flashes lights in the house all the time. In the dining room, he flashes the lights. The lights just go on and off. The other day, I'm sitting here, nothing was going on. The TV just came on full blast. Just
Mm.
freaked me out. So I'm just saying, I just thought I'd tell you guys a little ghost story.
Ghosty story. I love it. I love
But
it.
yeah, at least we know that he's still around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. All right,
Yeah.
friends. Have a
Yay.
spectacular evening.
Yes,
Happy
have a happy
Halloween.
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 Bye.